I'm giving myself 1 hour to declutter this house. Trash, 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 and more trash. You're kidding that there's a harmonica in this drawer. Next up on my list is my closet. There is so much stuff in there that I have not worn, honestly, in years now, and this experience has me sweating. I'm giving myself 1 hour to declutter this house. Ever since we had baby number 3 months ago, I feel like I have just not gone through anything in that time, and it's been a really long time since I have done a good purge. And what is finally prompting this 1 hour declutter is this. This is a bunch of stuff that I decluttered and prepared to donate back when I was still in the nesting phase for this baby. All of it has just been sitting in my closet up until today. So today is the day that I'm finally going to take it to the thrift store, but I thought, you know what? It's actually been a while since I've done a comb through. It really feels like our house is getting messy so much faster these days. And while we do have 3 kids, so that is inevitable, kids do come with a little bit of mess. I also know that mess a lot of the time is just stuff, and the more stuff you own, the more stuff you gotta manage. So I don't have a ton of time, but I'm gonna set a 1 hour timer, and in the time that I do have, we are gonna get some stuff done. So I have made myself a little list of the areas that I wanna tackle in this hour, and these are the areas that I feel like have just become problematic for me recently. Today we're just gonna do a little bit of time, and we're just gonna make some slight improvements, but I think that that will honestly take a load off mentally. So we're gonna do the diaper bag, and I'm expecting that I'm gonna need 5 minutes to do that. The largest chunk of time that I've assigned is the laundry room. Our laundry room is just out of a nightmare right now. So we're gonna see how much of that we can get back in order in 25 minutes. 5 minutes to tackle the kitchen junk drawers, which might be a little optimistic, but I believe in myself. 15 minutes for my closet, which is certainly optimistic, but my hope is that that won't give me enough time to like waffle on things, and I'm just gonna have to decide right away what's staying and what's going. And then lastly, the dresser in my bedroom, which I feel like I can't even close right now. So we have a lot to do today. Let's get started. 5 minutes on the clock and go. Well, just lost 20 seconds there. I should also say that these are basically like my purse. So this is all I really carry around with me right now. And I feel like my entire life, but also the life of all of my small children, needs to be in this bag whenever we leave the house. So it's a lot to manage. This is a little set of baby headphones that we use on our kids at church. And these are not supposed to leave the church building. So I am so sorry. Let's see how many containers of applesauce we can find. 1, 2, 3. And of course the lids that I always have good intentions of recycling as well. Any clothes and like baby bows that are in here, I'm just gonna take out, because I always put them in here thinking I'll put them on when we're out, and then I just forget that I threw them in the bag altogether. I don't know why I have a washcloth. Nail clippers, that is interesting. So many soothers. A cord, I have no idea what that is for. Backup deodorant, because the postpartum moms know. And then, oh my gosh, at the bottom of this one is basically just like the most Cheerios you've ever seen in your life. Diapers, wipes are going back in. I'm actually gonna put the snacks into this little zipper pouch because I'm not using it for anything, and I feel like that's better than having it just be strewn around. Okay, I have 45 seconds to do this bag. Clothes are coming out. Oh my gosh, I have been looking for this earring everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna try and take my last 5 seconds to dump the sanitizer from this bag into the other bag because this bottle is broken. And time. This diaper bag is officially empty. I'm impressed with how quickly I was able to do that. I just moved everything that was, oh, we missed a sock, in that bag over to this bag because it's just the one that I've been using recently as my purse and as my catch-all for things when I go out, because I just need to bring a lot of stuff. So it definitely feels good to have that done. That was a good quick win. Checked it off the to-do list. Time to go to the scariest room in my house. Please don't judge me for this, but like I said, this is just the room that everything gets dropped in. This is where all of my cleaning supplies stay. This is where our recycling goes before it's taken out every week, because our garage is not connected to our house and it just makes more sense to be inside. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to help you guys see what I'm doing in here, because there truly is just so much going on. But first things first, let's take these down because they are dry, and I can actually just start by making more space in here by putting the clean laundry away. Technically that was cheating because I didn't have my timer on. Because I do only have 25 minutes in here, I think I'm going to prioritize just focusing on the visual clutter along the top here. There's a lot of stuff going on in these cupboards, but I don't know how much of that I'm realistically going to be able to get to in 25 minutes. I feel like I'll be happiest if I just get a lot of what's going on here a little bit more under control. This is a new light fixture I just got for our kitchen that just needs to be hung, and like I said, this has been a place where projects have gone to die, so I'm just gonna set that over there for a second. Laundry stuff that's not currently fitting inside this cupboard. A lot of what is in here is honestly just this fabric softener container, which I really rarely use. I don't use fabric softener on any of our clothing, especially not the kids' clothing, just because I don't actually think that the ingredients on it are very good, but I do still use it on our towels because I don't know, there's something about a crunchy towel that I'm just not into. But the size of this container is so unnecessary. So I'm actually going to take this little bottle here that I haven't filled up with anything yet. This is actually from Branch Basics. They sent this to me, and I haven't poured the cleaning solution in here yet because I still just have it in that bottle. But I'm gonna pour my fabric softener in this, and I'll just clear up all of this counter space. I should have seen that coming. I'm pausing the timer because that's not fair. Okay, well now that the floors have been mopped, let's finish that and do it a little bit more slowly. Much better. For some reason, I've been storing our baby's like bath seat in this laundry room. I don't know why I've been leaving it in here. I'm gonna put this in the bathroom where it belongs. I don't really know how to make my husband's tools look cuter, especially because there's not a lot of tools in here. It's just a couple of things that he often needs to do like quick house projects. So everything fits in here except for the drill, but we can work with that. And then all of the tools can come over here. Look how much better that looks. Okay, we are going to have a baby with us for the remainder of this journey. I need to figure out what I want to do with all of these like house project related things. My only thought is that if I at least move them up here where they're still visible but out of the way of this counter space, that we still know that they need to happen. But it's not just such an influx of stuff every time you walk in here. This one was a little bit of a thrift store impulse buy. I found this slip and slide that is actually huge at a thrift store probably 4 months ago, and I bought it for this summer but just have not pulled it out yet. It was literally only $1, so I felt like I couldn't leave it, but our kids are also not really the age yet that they would be like interested in something like this. So I honestly don't know what I should do with it. If you have older kids and you think that we could get a lot of value out of this someday, let me know. For now, I think I'm just gonna keep it in the garage. Moving on, we have some bubbly that I honestly just need to put into the fridge. There's not even that many left in this box. I've also been keeping this bottle of wine in here that my husband and I were very generously gifted, but neither one of us actually drinks. So I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. This one is so hard for me. I have been waffling back and forth on what to do with this for a very long time. I love this frame. It's an antique frame that I found at a thrift store a few months ago now, and I've been trying to decide what to do with it because the photo in it is cute. I do actually like it, but I'm not like obsessed with it. There's not been an area in our home that I have thought like, oh, this is the perfect spot for that. It's also very hard to tell, but I think it might be like a reproduction of a print. I don't know if it's the actual art print, but in any case, that print has been in here for a very long time because looking at this, it is like built into the frame. I'd actually have to remove screws if I wanted to get that picture out. So again, this is one of those ones that I've waffled on for so long. I'm gonna let you guys decide. Do I keep this picture and hang it up in our house, maybe even in this very room over the sink or something like that? Or should I send it back to the thrift store for someone else that's going to actually be obsessed with it? I don't know. Tell me what you think. I have 8 minutes left, and I think I'm gonna use probably that full 8 minutes to go through this basket here. This basket was sitting on the top of our microwave in the kitchen, and I actually moved it in here when we got our kitchen like refinished and repainted a couple months ago, and I have not moved the basket back since because I just didn't want to look at it in there, and then I haven't wanted to look at it in here, so it's time to go through it. the scans of little baby Rosie. How wild that that little tiny baby bean that was in my belly is on my belly now. Oh, I knew that I would need the full 8 minutes. I already only have 4 minutes left. I have to go faster. I do have a little like paper filing thing here. So for anything that I decided I needed to hold on to from that basket, I'm gonna put it in here while I'm here. Okay. These little towels that are hanging here can just go into the wash. Oh my gosh, I have 18 seconds. Okay. Honestly, anything else that is in this basket, I have not seen or looked at for so long that I'm just gonna trash it. We don't need it. It's time to go. Don't overthink it. All of this stuff is also, I'm pretty sure, trash. This is just, okay. It's time to be done. Trash, 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 and more trash. We did it. That looks much better, and it is time for me to leave this room. Okay, next up we have the kitchen junk drawers. I've got 5 minutes for this. I actually feel kind of confident that I could do it in less than 5 minutes because if I'm being honest, I feel like my laundry room is the junk drawer of my house. So this is probably gonna be a little bit easier for me. I'm mostly just gonna be going through and looking for things that are garbage or have landed here and belong somewhere else in our house. So let's set the timer, let's get started. 5 minutes and go. Okay, let's start over here. This is all of our like kids' utensils and things like that. So first of all, random screw. Why? I don't know. Let's take that out. For whatever reason, we've got some baby lotion that has landed in here. All right, this probably wins for the most random, but there is also, I don't know if you can see that, a Lincoln Log toy that, to be honest with you, was probably just sitting here and just got like pushed right in. So time to take that out. Time to put that back where it belongs. I actually did go looking for this stuff in our laundry room at one point this summer and I could not find it anywhere, and turns out I had put it in our kids' cutlery drawer. For whatever reason, I'm not so sure. I also found all of these super cute love notes that my husband wrote for our daughter on Valentine's Day, and I think I just stored them in here after that brunch because I didn't want to lose them, but I need to put these in a safer spot because she's really gonna want these someday. All right, that one's good. 1 minute left. I definitely was a little bit more confident than I should have been going into that first one. So many pens. Nail polish. Why is there nail polish in here? You're kidding that there is a harmonica in this drawer. Okay, wait, all of the garbage is at the back and I'm running out of time. I don't know what this stuff is, but I feel like my husband knows and I can't throw a lot of it out. But I found more mosquito stickers that are garbage. That's garbage. Oh my gosh, that one was a fail. Okay, well, you know what? I'm tempted to say it was a fail, but I'm gonna catch myself there and say it was not a fail. We made progress. We looked in the drawer, we realized that there was stuff in there that we didn't need, and we probably have to come back to it, but that's okay. I did pull out a little bit of garbage, and I feel like we made some good headway on the other drawer. So like I said, I'm not gonna do any more than I have allotted myself to do because that is the whole point of this video. So I'm just gonna put some of those things back. Okay, checking kitchen junk drawers off of the list. I have 25 minutes left in my decluttering today and it's all happening in the bedroom, so let's go. Okay, next up on my list is my closet. I just feel like there is so much stuff in there that I have not worn honestly in years now, and I know that I am freshly postpartum with baby number 3, so this is not going to be like a full closet clear out because I honestly do feel like I need a little bit longer just to figure out where I'm gonna land and what pieces I want to carry forward. But I do know that my closet is at a point right now where I open it and I just am seeing stuff that's there that it's like I don't know if I'm ever gonna wear that again. It's visual clutter, and I know that there is a lot of stuff in there that probably would benefit another person if I just parted ways with it and donated it. So let's see what we can do in 15 minutes. This pair of pants here I got on Amazon, and I have worn them a couple times postpartum, but to be honest, They're quite see-through. They wrinkle like nobody's business, and because of that, I don't often reach for them because I have to iron them every single time I wear them, and I don't have time to do that in this phase of life, so I'm gonna donate those. These maternity jeans, although I don't think I'm gonna see them for a while, are probably still worth holding on to, so I'm gonna make a separate section here of things that just need to be moved out and put into storage. Maternity jeans that I can declutter, a couple items decluttered, and if nothing else, the rest tidied up. Okay, moving on. There's a scarf here that is from Aritzia. These were like the biggest thing, at least in Canada a couple of years ago. And this is not really the vibe that people are going for anymore. So sorry, Rosie. People are wearing like the big full blanket scarves. And if I had to venture to guess, I would say that that's probably where we are still at in terms of like the styles we're gonna see this fall, just because it is very much still like maximalist, big, oversized is what's in. And I fear that this little Aritzia scarf has entered into chuggy territory. I am not one to like base all of my fashion statements off of what's currently trending. I definitely do go for more of like what's classy, what's timeless, what do I feel good in. But all of that being said, I bought this because it was trendy years ago, and it's not a look that is like still trendy. So I'm gonna see first if I can sell it. I honestly feel like I've said this before, but I'm gonna see first if I can sell it. And if not, that's my final kind of confirmation that it's time to say goodbye. Let me just say, I had to take the baby carrier off in the last couple minutes of that one, and this experience has me sweating. But this looks so much better, I gotta show you. First of all, I am shook at how much clothing I just pulled out in 15 minutes. Like, I didn't even think that I had that much to get rid of, but this is all stuff that I'm no longer wearing anymore. I wore it in a different season. I'm not super in love with it, whatever the reason. And I'm gonna be able to donate all of this today, which is super exciting. There's also a little pile over here of maternity things. And this is what the shelves are looking like now. I literally got so much stuff out of these. It looks so much better. And before I did this, these drawers were basically full to the brim, and I pulled a lot of that stuff out. And this one is basically empty now, so I'm super happy with how that went. Do we have another 5 minutes in us? The last thing on my to-do list was this dresser. To be honest with you, I wanted to do all of it because I have all of our baby girl's clothing in these drawers as well. But I feel like I'm not gonna have enough time in the 10 minutes to get everything that I wanted to get sorted done now that I'm actually seeing how long it's taking me to go through these. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the 10 minutes and do one drawer, because this one here has been a problem for me for a number of months now, and I feel like if I just tackle that one, that will be enough. I'm gonna have to do this carefully because I've got like bras and underwear in here, and I do not want those on my YouTube channel. But there's also like socks, bathing suits, a whole bunch of stuff in here that I have not gone through in a very long time. So let's see what we can get rid of. Ready and go. Look at the state of my socks. This is not okay. Because originally all of these had been assigned a very specific purpose, but I literally even have like my children's socks in here. It is time for a serious sock purge. How did this happen, Rosie? And the last sock. Okay, now I need to figure out how I want to organize this to not have it be so chaotic again. 40 seconds. I will keep this belt because I don't know, sometimes you need a belt. Okay, 10 seconds to figure out what to do with all my bras. I don't know. There are so many that I'm not wearing anymore. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. And all of these will just go back in. Okay. Same. That also stressed me out. Here is the result of that 10-minute declutter. Everything now has a home again, and I also successfully pulled out all of this stuff that I am no longer wearing. I find that this is always the most dangerous part of the decluttering process, and it's when you're loading everything up into the bags to take away, and all of a sudden you have like a second guessing moment of like, should I be getting rid of that? Am I gonna get rid of this? Oh, I'm waffling too much. Okay, whatever. Keep going. All right, you guys, we started with these 3 bags here and this bag that had a couple of things in it. And I am now heading to the thrift store with 5 full bags of things to donate, and I also have 1 bag of just garbage things here. I feel so much lighter, and the areas that were problem areas for me for honestly months now, like every single time I would look at them and I would just think, oh, I need to deal with that, but I don't have time to do it right now. I'll do it another day. It literally only took me a few minutes to actually clean up a lot of those spots and get them into working order again. So this is your sign to make some time to declutter. It literally only took me an hour to do this today, and you can do less time too. You can set smaller increments of time, bite-sized chunks to start getting your house back in order again. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this decluttering process with me today. I now need to load all of this into the car to go to the thrift store in the pouring rain. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the rest of my afternoon. But thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. If you liked this video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. And until my next video, I love you guys, I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye!